Have you ever considered what happens when human effort, skills, and time are treated just like any other product bought and sold in the market? When labor becomes a commodity, it means that workers sell their ability to work, often called labor power, for a wage, similar to how a business sells a physical product. This fundamental shift has profound effects, leading to a system where profit accumulation for owners often takes precedence over worker well-being and autonomy. This concept is central to the socialist critique of capitalism, stemming from the understanding that capitalism transforms labor, which is inherently human and creative, into an abstract, quantifiable unit. According to this view, workers do not sell the actual results of their labor, but rather their capacity to labor for a certain period, and this capacity is purchased by employers at a market rate. This distinction is crucial because the value created by this labor can often exceed the wage paid, creating what is known as surplus value, which is then appropriated by the capitalist. To understand these effects, consider how wages are determined. Unlike a freely negotiated exchange between equals, the price of labor power is influenced by market forces like supply and demand, the cost of living, and the bargaining power of workers. This dynamic can often lead to downward pressure on wages and working conditions, as employers seek to minimize costs to maximize profits in a competitive environment. Furthermore, workers may feel alienated from the products of their labor and the labor process itself, experiencing their work as an external force rather than a fulfilling activity. This commodification has far-reaching implications, extending beyond just wages to influence aspects like job security, workplace safety, and even the pace of technological adoption. For instance, new technologies might be introduced not primarily to lighten human labor or enhance its quality, but rather to increase productivity and reduce labor costs, potentially displacing workers or intensifying their work. This perspective highlights the inherent tension between the capitalists' drive for accumulation and the workers' need for dignified and fulfilling employment. Ultimately, viewing labor as a commodity transforms work from a means of human expression and societal contribution into a cost to be minimized and a resource to be exploited for profit. Recognizing this can help us understand persistent issues like wage stagnation, precarious employment, and the constant pressure on workers to be more productive for less, offering a critical lens through which to examine economic systems and advocate for more equitable arrangements.